Hello and welcome to Dark Souls Let's Play. My name's Ollie. We're going to start a game afresh and work our way through it. So we're just going to go through character creation. The only things that are important are the class and gift. Now, class just dictates what you start with in your starting attributes. However, you can adapt it later on. And the gift, there's only really two useful gifts. You've got the black fire bombs, which you can use to kill the boss on your first encounter with him, rather than running away, and it will give you a good weapon, called a demon great axe. Or you can use the master key, which opens all the basic locks. The thief also starts with this, so if you want to have black fire bombs, I'd recommend being a thief, just for the sake of being able to have a master key, because it's really useful. Rest of the character creation is really just looks. I'm gonna make my character look like that, and we're gonna get started. So Dark Souls is a game that's very notorious for being difficult. I even, in fact, have an edition of the game that's called Prepare to Die edition. So, sort of game covers just saying to you, you're gonna die in this game. Now in here are some orange signs that you can look at. They just tell you the controls of the game. Unfortunately, for the PC version, the controls actually, they say Xbox controls. However, just by going on the menu and looking at the controls on the PC key settings, it'll tell you how to do things. I'm sure it's not too difficult to work out. I seem to have done it fine. We've come up to the first bonfire, which is where we can heal and do things. Later on we'll be unlocking a lot more stuff to do with bonfires, and by the end they're pretty much awesome. You can do a heck of a lot of things there. So this is where the first boss is. He's going to land and it's going to say get away. So we're going to run away from him down here. If you want to kill him with the black fire bombs, then was the time to do so. I don't want Demon's Great Axe. I'm gonna be a mage, so it's okay. I don't really want a big axe. I need little weapons that are easy to use. So we've come up and we've got this archer. But if you attack him, you'll notice that you've got a really weak weapon. So there's a drop there, which has a glowing icon. And there's another drop before that, which is the white sort of bubbly glowing icon. And they give you a shield and a better weapon. Weapons dependent and the shield's dependent upon what class you are. The dagger and the small leather shield is just what the sorcerer starts with. Now as you notice, if you catch up to the guy quick enough, you can perform what's known as a backstab on him. And that's quite a powerful type of attack. And it also, if they survive the attack, you can run around and try and perform another one. So you can really, really quickly own them. Now this guy here you can talk to and he'll tell you to embark on a quest. I'm just going to kill him because it makes no difference. He gives you Estus flasks, which are the healing of the game. You use it to heal and they're awesome, and then he gives you a key which allows you to go up here and through this gate. The gate I just opened was what's known as a shortcut, and it allows you to get through different areas of the game quicker once you've progressed, but I couldn't open it from the other side if you ever try. If you saw that I did something cool with the guy I just killed then, I did what's known as parrying, which is similar to doing a backstab. It's a little more powerful and it just leaves them open for attack. It requires quite good timing, however. Now up ahead we've got a bowman here. Like I said, the game's quite hard. I'm going to show you how we can sort of exploit the game or play differently so that we can do better. You notice I came around the corner, lured the enemy out, and then I've killed him. Now the archer's completely exposed. I can just run up to him, nail him, he's down. Through here there's a hollow soldier, and that gate can be opened by a key you obtain when you revisit here as an Easter egg or an extra addition to the game. So we're going to go through the fog gate, and behind the fog gate is the Asylum Demon, so we're going to give him a nice run for his money. You'll notice that because I managed to attack him while falling from the ledge, I did a very powerful attack. Now the trick with killing bosses and most enemies is let them attack and then hit them, or block them and then hit them, or run around their flank. It's not about spamming the attack button as fast as you can, it's about playing it tactically. If you spam your attack button as fast as you can, you will not finish this game, because you will die and die. So, we've just killed him, he's given us a really good number of souls, and he's given us a humanity, and the key that lets us get out. I don't want to stay in the Undead Asylum. It's an asylum, it's full of crazy people. But we're going to get picked up by a giant bird and carried somewhere. And no, I'm not crazy, although I was in an asylum. So we've been taken to Firelink Shrine, and this is the place where all the NPCs go after you save them. It's sort of like the home of the game, sort of like the communal gathering. You'll notice that I'm at the bonfire and I can do some more things. I can level up using souls, I can reverse my hollowing, which requires humanity, and I can also kindle the flame. If you're in human form, it will cost 1 humanity, and you can kindle flames, which means that they give you more Estus flasks than normal. You'll notice I didn't kindle the flame, I didn't do anything, and yet I've got 10 Estus flasks. That's because this fire has got a firekeeper, and that means it's automatically kindled to 10. If you kill a boss called Pinwheel later on in the game, you can actually have more than 10 Estus flasks. You can kindle it 2 more times and have a total of 20. Now you'll notice that I didn't bother to attack this guy straight away. He's a hollow soldier, he's quite tough for the start of the game, and there's a drop here that I could have just rushed towards. However, if you notice, there was a guy who was throwing fire at me as soon as I got close, and a couple of guys jumped down from the stairs at me. Now if I rushed the guy, I could have had people on my flank. Not only that, I could have had a guy throwing fire at me. So when you're trying to take out a tough enemy, one of the good things you should do is take out the people around him, give yourself some room, make sure you're not going to get attacked by them, and especially take out all the ranged units, because otherwise you're going to get shot at. It's not going to make your life easy, and if you get hit by an arrow you're going to get staggered. Well, you don't always, but depends upon what armor you're wearing. But, you know, it just makes your life a lot harder. So that's where, you know, the tactics of the game really come in hand. So the other uses of humanity are that you can have humanity out, and you'll see in the top left I've got 0 humanity, and what that means is there's none out at the moment, so I'm not risking any when I die. When you have your humanity out, however, it's really handy, as you can do better things, such as get better physical defense, get better magic and other defense, 1 per humanity. You also get better item discovery rates, up to a +10 of humanity, although the biggest increase is from 0 to 1. So it's highly recommended that you get 1 humanity out. So we're going to do that right now, so I get more item discovery. The last awesome thing that humanity gives you is that it can give you... notice that these guys are coming up. 4 of them are coming up next to me. So I'm going to fall back. Part of the tactics, I could have got surrounded then and owned. I'm going to take the high ground and nail them. And curse resistance is really handy because not much armor gives it, ever. But if you get cursed, you're going to really feel it because it takes out half your health. And that's humanity, really. If you die, your body leaves a retrieval sign, and there'll be a blood stain for everyone on all the worlds nearby you, and they can touch it and see how you died as a ghostly figure. And if you die again, you do lose it, I'm afraid. And that the same goes with souls. They're risked in the same way, so it's quite a good idea to try and retrieve stuff if you ever die. Especially humanity, as it is, especially, you know, really early on, it's difficult to get. the last thing about humanity is if you get to a later stage in the game, chaos weapons have their damage scaled to a +10 based upon humanity. So if you had 10 humanity out, your chaos weapon's going to do tons of damage. If you had 0 humanity, it will do less damage. And there's the Hellkite Dragon, or the Bridge Wyvern. Don't worry about him, he's not going to come back. We'll meet him again later. Now we're coming up to a tough fight. You've got a crossbowman on the top, you've got a couple of guys who are running at you. So what I'm going to do is fall back and shoot him with soul arrows while the crossbowman can't hit me. As you can see, he is actually in range here. Oh, he just hit me. Ha! But it's because I was next to a wall. There's also a guy here who's hidden behind. So what I'm going to do is come back here and lure him into a place where I'm safe from the crossbowman. Because I can't take the crossbowman out first, like I normally would try in the other method. Through here is a wooden shield. It might be better than your current shield, depends what class you are. I'm going to go up here and kill him now. Hello, Mr. Crossbowman. So he's just a little tougher than the regular ones. He sometimes pulls out a sword. You notice here there's a bonfire. I'm not going to go to that yet, because one of the things I didn't mention about bonfires was if you rest at them, it respawns all the enemies. And it's handy for farming. It's not handy if you're wanting to go to the merchant like me. Now you'll notice that I performed a kick attack on these spearmen. That's because they're very, very shield guarding conscious, and a lot of enemies have specific weaknesses, certain attacks or certain moves.
Well, you seem to have your... Then you are a
And this guy here, he hasn't attacked me, and there's a talk button, so we're going to talk to him, and you'll find out he's a merchant, which is pretty cool. He'll be able to sell you stuff.
Thank you, Kai.
Now I'm out of souls, so I can't buy any more. But if you have picked up any souls of certain things, you can equip them and use them to obtain more souls in your like inventory, in your hand as it were, that you risk. So we'll have a little talk about souls. They are the currency of the game. They're used to upgrade weapons and armor as long as you have the other required materials. They're used to repair stuff, they're used to buy items, they're used for everything, they're used for leveling up. So if you want something, it's going to need souls probably, you know.
Oh, thank you.
And like I said, they're risked in the same way that humanity is. Down there to the left, if you saw, there's actually another path you can go, and there'll be some hollows and a hollow axeman. But a hollow warrior even, with an axe. But I'm not going to bother because all you get at the end of it is some throwing knives, which are pretty useless. So you'll notice that I've just got repair equipment, and that's because I just bought a repair box, which is really handy because if your armor breaks or it's unusable, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So you'll notice these guys have just respawned, as I said, and that's the end of the first episode. I hope you've enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Next episode, I'm going to be finishing off the Undead Burg. I'm going to show you a Dark Knight, but I'm not going to bother even trying to take him on because he will own me. And I will be showing you, hopefully, the Taurus Demon boss and how to beat him. Personally, I find him easier than the Asylum Demon, so he is pretty straightforward. Thank you for watching.